Hello, everyone, and thank you for tuning in. This is Priscilla. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't to my channel. I really appreciate it. Yesterday, I uploaded a story time of how I got dragged in high school. If you haven't, go check that video out. And in that video, I mentioned that I've had many embarrassing moments and many accidents. And I'm going to tell you another one of my embarrassing accidents today, and it is how I got electrocuted. And this is only one time I've got electrocuted. There's been a couple other times. This one was very scary though. I had an ode, I don't even know what year it was. I know it was maybe like right in 1989, maybe Datsun, had a hatchback on it, and it was rigged so much. I had a 2x4 underneath the dashboard to hold the the whole bottom of the dashboard up. I couldn't get out of the car and turn it off. I had to leave it running. If I went into a store or anything, I had to have a brick on the gas pedal to keep it running. It was the most dangerous car there could be, but it got me to point A and B. And there was many times I had to jump it off and everything like that. But one morning I was coming home, and I was coming up this hill, and it was not go over 15 miles per hour. And I was like, oh, okay, maybe I had gas, maybe the battery was just dying. Well, all of a sudden, fire, it looked like a dragon breathed fire come up out of the right side of the car. And like something busted off of my car, and my car just automatically went whoop. And there was a little bitty ditch there. And there was a white fence running along the road there. And in that fence was like a cow electric fence. Well, my car, the electric fence was right underneath the bumper in the front. Oh my goodness. Well, smoke. I'm sitting there, and I mean, the ditch wasn't very big. Like I said, the car just went whoop. And I remember seeing the fire, and all the smoke just come in the car, choking me to death. And I couldn't get out. I remember now, because my handle on my door, it wasn't no handle. I had to, I think, keep the window down so far to, open it from the outside. Well, I opened the door, and I grabbed the hold of the top of the door, like this. And as soon as I grabbed the hold of that top of that door, I shot out of that car, and I was laying in the middle of the road, and my arm was just like this, where I just got whoop out of the car. And I remember somebody was in their house looking out the door, and I remember looking at them, turning my head. It shocked me to death. Well, not death, but, and I remember looking at the man and thinking, I could be just been killed. You just gonna stand there like a dumbass, part of my language, but not even open the door and say, hey, you okay? I know he had to see it. He had to be standing there for a while. And I finally came to my senses. And luckily it wasn't very far from the house. And I came home. I can't remember what happened. I think I called my dad or something like that. And he came, and they pulled the car home. My arm would not go down at all for 5 hours. It was like, a penis that took too much Viagra or something. It wouldn't go down after that long. You need to go to the hospital. So I went to the hospital, and they gave me, I can't remember what they gave me, but that was the most awful extreme pain in my arm though. It was just like, all the current went there, something happened. Oh man. But that was one time I won't forget as far as getting electrocuted. And I got, a couple, there was a short one where But I'll probably upload that in another story time because I want to finish this one. After I got the car home, this was a couple of days later, I had to have the brake handle up because it would roll. I guess the tire rod or something like that went out on the right side. That's where the fire come from. So I remember I also had a Jesus like plaque duct taped to my dashboard. I mean, it's when I think about it, oh man. But so I go out and I was gonna clean my stuff out of the car and stuff, and I play the radio some and everything like that. And I go out, blaring the radio, and had the hatch back up and everything. Well, across the street, there was 2 trees and woods and all that. So I'm sitting there in the front seat, and like this, and just listening to some music. And I'm thinking, well, I'm going to see if it'll start up, It didn't start up. Well, I had found it in my crazy mind, for some reason, thinking, oh, well, if I push this brake handle down, there was bricks or a piece of wood behind the back of the tires to, make it not roll. Well, I pushed the brake handle down. As soon as I did that, that car starts rolling back at the back of the hill. Went across the street. Here I am looking out the rearview mirror and everything. All I see is woods behind me. Here I start rolling down in the woods, and there's a big dirt pile. It finally stopped me. But I went exactly between 2 trees, and the car door was open. And when it hit that tree, when I went right through it, the whole car door went, smashed to the front. And I got my leg in, luckily, because my left leg was out. Or it would have just been broken right off. And I couldn't believe it. And I go in, and I remember telling my mom, I said, you won't believe this. I said, I wrecked the car. She looked at me, she's like, how do you wreck a parked car? And I was like, oh, goodness. But I remember rolling back in that Jesus plaque, boy. It was stuck with duct tape, and it did not move once. But I'll tell you what, that was just one of my accidents. Oh, embarrassing moments / accidents. So, yeah, that's just one. I've got many. So I hope you enjoyed it. And if you want to hear another one, let me know in the comments. Hope you all have a great day, wherever you are. And always keep fighting. Bye.